Hello and welcome to another episode of Techfanaticofficial, your honest guide to the Cryptoverse. Today I'm going to talk about a more community-driven project and also want to wish you all a happy new year. Welcome to 2023. Hope you had a great break. The reason I didn't do a lot of videos was I was traveling, and also there wasn't many projects that were worth doing a video coverage, and I always prefer quality over quantity. Now, just looking at the market currently, it's pretty low. It's pretty much 10% higher than the all-time low in 2022, but overall still not looking great. But we are coming back in 2023. People are coming from holidays, and it's also not much movement. So I think it's going to get better. I'm hoping and I'm thinking 2023 is definitely going to be a better year than 2022. Now, jumping into the project, if you're following me on Twitter, you've seen me posting a lot about MTG. And the project MTG is more of a, let's say, community-driven slash a bit of a meme coin that the DAO Maker team is developing. The difference between this sort of meme coin community-driven project with the other ones is it's really extremely deflationary. And it's also backed by a strong launchpad like DAO Maker. So they're very well versed in the fact of tokenomics and the fact of how the transaction is going to work and the partnerships that they have. So going through it in a very quick overview, it's a deflationary token. It has a game theory with a reward system. So what it does, basically, think of it as a bit of lottery or gambling. So people who hold the token basically can do transactions, and when they do buying and selling of transaction, 1% of the transaction is burned completely. So if you have $100 worth of the token, $1 of the token is going to be burned when you do a transaction on the swap, and 1% of the token goes to the lottery pot. So the lottery pot function is where the rewards pool is going to be formed every week, and each week 10 wallets win the lottery. Every time you do a transaction based on every single token that you're burning, one token, 1%. So if you have 100%, one ticket is one token. If it's 1,000, you get 10 tickets. And you basically get tickets. The more tickets you have, the higher chance. Everyone automatically joins the lottery by making any on-chain transactions that week. As I said, the fee is 1%. Getting banned, 1% going to the weekly lottery pot. Now, to get more chances, you can improve chances by making more transactions. As I said, if you do, for example, enough transactions to get 10 tickets or 1,000 token being in the transaction, then you have 10 tickets or 10 MTG tokens that are burned. Now, this is boosting your chances for that week's airdrop. Now, in terms of the MTG demo, I've been fortunate enough to be part of the MTG, they call it Army Group. And this is the group of people who are more actively involved in the social media aspect, which I'm going to talk through as well. And we were fortunate enough to be in this demo sort of thing that we can test out how it works. So there is a token called MTG demo. So it's not the real token because the token is not launched. This was just a demo to see how it works. So we basically got some tokens in the wallet and started doing some transactions here and there between different wallets. So what happens here is if you do any transactions, 1% gets spent, 1% goes to this raffle. So for example, they had a raffle on the 5th of Jan and 5,476 worth of token was the reward for whoever wins. Because as it mentioned here, top 10 wallets win the lottery. So 10 people win this lottery and 10 people get between 500 tokens each, because this divide by 10 is 540. And yeah, that's pretty much how it works, the lottery system, and the rest is burned. So for example, I had 7,819 token assets. And if I did a transaction of, let's say, 800, I get 8 tickets. And the total number of transactions that happened over here was, let's say, 5 million. giving a 5 million tokens, giving a 5,000, for example, total raffle reward. Again, these numbers may not be accurate for the actual lottery here because this is just a demo, but I'm just giving you the aspect how it works. And here it says total this many token has been burned, and the winning chances you would have, again, this week I haven't sent any token, because by even sending a token to another wallet, that's a transaction. So you don't have to necessarily go and swap it on PancakeSwap or whatever. You can send it from your wallet to your other wallet, and you already get 1% token burn as a transaction. So your winning chance, how many tickets you have, and transactions, and here is the position of people. So for example, this person has 54 tickets with 10 transactions, and that's how their luck is basically going to be highest, because they have 54 tickets. So that's pretty much how it works, the token. And again, I'm just showing you the demo. There's going to be more and more, obviously. And the token economics is the next section I wanted to talk about. So what makes it unique and token economics? The unique, what I said, is the life cycle that it has. It has the community membership, and it's the product market fit that has. It's decentralized fully. It's on BNB. It's deflationary. As I said, 1% of each transaction is going to be a lot. So the more time passes, the more token deflation occurs, and the more this project is going to have value in the token. Reward system exists, and the market cap being really low, and yeah, the inflation basically being negative. Remember, with projects like the Dogecoin and projects like Shiba, the thing is that they also pump out new tokens. So if people don't buy the token today, so if you hold Dogecoin and no one buy it for 1 day in the whole world, the valuation actually goes higher and price token goes down. Whereas this one is fully deflationary. So even if no one buy a token and just sends token to other wallets and transaction happens, the burning continues, and it makes it more deflationary. In terms of that was a differentiation. The revenue stream is built on the fact that the team is using their own funds, because the DAO Maker sort of token, 1% of the token is being burned, 1% being the weekly raffle. So it's sort of a continuous revenue stream. The marketing strategy is working with KOLs and also the community for it. And now in terms of token utility and tokenomics, token utility, as I said, 1% here goes to burning, 1% raffle, 10 winners every week. Burn mechanism, that's the token supply. And the burn, as I mentioned, is going to continue this way. And at some point, price and deflation is going to equalize. And this was the testing, for example, that they did, and this is how it's going to work. Now, in terms of the tokenomics of the project, you can see the tokenomics either on DAO Maker website, because the sale is now live, which I'm going to talk about, or you could see it on their website. So for the tokenomics, you have the KOL round and the DAO Maker round, and total token is 1 billion. The total token supply is 1 billion token for MTG. Fully diluted valuation of the token is 1.2 million. This is the initial valuation. 3% of the token is going for KOLs and marketing partners. 32% of the token is for the team. 40% is for the liquidity. And 25% of the token is on the DAO Maker sale that's happening now until the 11th. Initial market cap is going to be 16% of the total supply at 196,000 in terms of the token. So that's the token valuation and the tokenomics and fully diluted value. Now, vesting schedule is also important. The KOLs will get 0.0015. So as a KOL, you actually buy the tokens at a higher price or a more expensive price of 0.0015, slightly more expensive, of course. Let's say 20% more expensive, and you get 33% of the tokens on TGE, 30% off on month 4, and 33% on month 10. And only $45,000 was fundraised, which is also shown here. 45,000 fundraise, and 300,000 is going to be raised, or 25% of the total token, on the DAO Maker sale. So on DAO Maker sale, they had 300 million worth of token being sold of 25%. And the same vesting, it's cheaper than KOL, but again, KOL is just a small allocation anyway. So at the DAO round, you can buy that valuation of 1.2 mil as opposed to 1.5 mil, and fully diluted valuation is really super low, 1.2. Initial market cap is only 200K, and there's gonna be liquidity also being added, obviously. So with liquidity, that's gonna go higher. Now, this is the tokenomics. So quite a simple tokenomics for this sort of project. So when they launch, there's only going to be 33% of the KOL plus the DAO sale tokens being in circulation, as well as the liquidity of the token. So if you calculate all of this, it's roughly 200 million, or 1/5 of the total token that's going to be out. So it's going to be around 1/5 of 1.2 mil is around 250K. $250,000 worth of token will be out in the time they launch with the liquidity. And then for a few months, there's not going to be much, because they're just going to continue increasing the liquidity. That's how the liquidity is going. And so the liquidity is going to double up basically after that. And here the circulation supply is going to be 18th of April is going to be when they release the next round of token, and the liquidity to match that. And then again on the next set, which is 26th of August 2023, they're going to release the next round of token, which means all the tokens for KOLs, for DAO Maker, and for liquidity, and some tokens for the team is going to be released. But the team is going to have a lock for basically 4 months before they get their unlock happening. So that's pretty much the tokenomics and distribution. It's only valuated at 1.2 mil. It's super, super low valuation, and it has a hype behind it. So that's really good. The project is incubated by DAO Maker, and they have been very active in terms of the social media. So what they've done is, first of all, they applied the social score. So people who participate in the sale and participate here, they could support the project by social media and get higher chance to participate in the IDO, or they get free airdrop. So what happened was, they also offer airdrop of the token. To get the airdrop of the token, you could have got the airdrop either coming to DAO Maker and voting for the project, which is now ended, or what you could do, you could go and be part of the army. So initially what they did, they had a social media aspect of Twitter, which was only 5,000 people, and now it's 20,000 organic followers. But the most important part was the group that they have on Telegram, which I'm opening here. They had a MTGDAO. It started with around 1,000 people, and now it's up to 9,000. So they call themselves soldiers. Basically, people could get points by doing memes, by posting about the project, by being active, adding value. And 1 point is equal to 1 MTG. So the more active you are, and the more points you get, the more real token you will also get in real utility as an airdrop. And what they also opened was a task force. So I'm part of the task force. I can't talk much about it, but basically it's more active people who are KOL, or people who are in the community and very active. They call them soldiers, and the benefit is the top 50, which I'm one of them, get allocation in the public round guaranteed. They also get some tokens to be airdropped into the MTG, which is what we played with the MTG demo. And all these MTG that you get now can be redeemed in post the token generation event. And all these social activities made this really engaging and very organically engaging. So if you go to Twitter, you see that engagement is really high, but it's a real engagement. It's not like other projects that are using bots. Plus, For example, the CEO of DAO Maker himself is behind the project, and the partner projects that they have. Even if you see the projects that they're following, you see Infinity Pad, you get Kicks, Step App, projects that basically have been working with DAO Maker or supporting this project as well. And being super low in valuation is another unique point. I think in January, this is the best IDO to participate. No financial advice, of course. Now, next part is the listing and how to participate in the IDO. So for the IDO, it's happening on DAO Maker. And there's 2 rounds, public SHO and private SHO. Public SHO is for people who do not hold a token of DAO Maker, and or if you hold, it's fine, and want to participate in the public round. The strongholder offering is for people who hold private SHO token or DAO Maker token, and they have you can go to the guideline on DAO Maker website on how much token you can get based on that, but basically it's happening in 6 days. The raise is equal. $150,000 worth of token is on private SHO, $150,000 is on public SHO. No VC is involved in this project. It's only DAO Maker incubation. Now, public round starting 5 days for the contribution. In terms of how to contribute, how it works, I've already participated, but I can quickly show you a demo. So you go to DAOmaker.com, and so you go to DAOmaker.com here. If it's your first time, if you hold a token of DAO Maker, they're opening the raise in 6 days, so you can participate here. But if you're a public SHO, by the way, you could do both. There's no restriction. The only thing is public SHO has a 30% fee charge. So here you go to public SHO here, and you click on participate. There's 3 requirements. The requirement is to create an account. I'm using a dummy account here, but I'll show you what happens with my real account. So you participate in the public SHO by signing in, creating an account, connecting your wallet, and fulfilling the requirements to join public offering, which right now is holding a minimum of $250 worth of any asset. It could be BNB, Ethereum, stablecoin. But remember, the price of BNB or ETH goes up and down. So if it's 250, you need to have around maybe 350 in case market goes down or up. Or you could hold a bit of BNB just for gas fee, and the rest of it you could hold in BUSD or other stable coins, and that would give you the minimum requirement points to participate in this IDO. So once you connect the wallet and everything, it's going to be a screen that you just accept the terms and conditions, and participation continues. So now I show you what happens if you participate. So I participated here. I pressed all the buttons and everything. Now here you get points. It shows your chances. For example, for me, I have 62% chance of winning 10 tickets or more. 10 tickets giving me $500 allocation. So because this raise is quite small, 300,000 total, there's ticket based. So the chance that you have in tickets is going to be in $50 blocks. So $50 blocks allocation for me, for example, I can get $50 blocks here. If I have 1 ticket, if I have 10 tickets, I have $500 allocation. Now I'm part of the task force on top 50 participants, so I'm going to get it guaranteed anyway. But for someone like you, depending on how much assets connected, this chance changes. So right now, $52 million worth of assets are connected, or 1,500 participants. Based on my score of 70, which is based on how many tokens I hold, wallet score, social media following, it's how much I'm getting. And I don't even have a DAO token. So if you stake DAO and hold DAO Maker tokens, that gives you additional score and you get higher chance to participate. Referral score, I'm going to start this challenge and I'm going to share the link here, but you could basically do referral and share the link with your friends, and you will get 10% of their score basically if you refer 5 friends or more. So this is pretty much how to participate in the IDO. It's happening in 5 days from now on the 11th. You can also check here for the information. So it's already oversubscribed, by the way, but 1 p.m. UTC, winner announcement, it's ending. Winner announcement is 3 p.m. UTC, and after that contribution opens for public SHO, private SHO is a day after that, and listing is going to be on a few exchanges that are well known. And as you know, DAO Maker works with many good ones. Towards the middle of the month, I think, I'm not sure, 17th. They haven't given the date actually, but around middle of January is going to be the IDO. In terms of what I think is, of course, this is not like a super fundamentally strong hype project, but given the market conditions and people being tired of things like GameFi, Metaverse, which I covered a lot, and layer ones being too expensive right now for investment, and the market being a bit more bearish than a few months ago, I think a community-driven project which has people actively in there, actively in the website, people who unfortunately might miss out on buying the token and getting some fear of missing out after the launch, and a project that's being launched by DAO Maker being the top launchpad is the best bet you can have in January. No financial advice. You need to even see you get lucky enough to participate in the IDO anyway, because it's quite competitive. But if you do win in public SHO through my referral, let me know on comments. And I do see a good return for people who invest in this one. But I cannot provide you with financial advice. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like, you subscribe to the channel, you like the video. You also follow my Twitter, which is Amit90. I've posted a lot of things about Engine Starter and about DAO Maker, and also about this project that's launching. And if you have any questions, make sure you put it in the comment section or contact me via email. And I hope you had a wonderful start of the year, and we'll have a great year this year, all of us together. And thank you, and see you next time.